Welcome back to the Redneck Garage YouTube channel. So guys, I want to invite you to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below of what you think of this video. What we're going to do now is dual exhaust. These are not the exhausts that I actually wanted for this build. The ones that I wanted, I couldn't have for like a month, and they were twice the price of these. So I settled with these, and the reason why I settled with these is because they still look cool. I like them. These are $40 Muffkins. $40, and look at that welding. For 40 bucks, they do a far, far, far better job than what I can do. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, guys, so we got our exhaust mocked up on each side. We now got our pipe cut that's gonna go across. And again, I'll take the camera off the tripod and get you deeper detail at the end of the video. Daylight's kind of gone down, but I wanna get what we can done tonight. So we had this pre-cut pipe that I get off of Amazon, and it had a U. I cut that in half at an angle, and we're gonna weld this to it. That's what goes into the exhaust. Without further ado, let's get this cleaned up and we'll weld it. All right, guys, so I told you I'd show you exactly how we have the pipes going through here. And it's real close to that shock, like really close, but it should never touch. And it comes right out here to this side right here, right next to that other shock. Supposed to go about like that, and then we cut this piece here, which is gonna go right there. Then it's gonna connect this piece right here, will come up. It's laying down right now, but it'll come up. Then this is gonna go right into that, and then we're gonna bring a piece of pipe out of here into that tube, something like that. So without further ado, let's get this tack welded up and see if it's where we want it. So we got our piece welded up. It's got to go inside our muffkin. There we go. Got it. Probably gonna have to cut it right along there. All right, let's go cut it. Let's see. All right, we marked out where our other pipe is going to meet up so the exhaust can flow. Now, this isn't the greatest flowing exhaust, but let's face it, it's gonna flow more than what that engine can even handle. So with this coming straight out here, it's gonna flow really well, I think. So without further ado, let's cut out our notch there. All right, let's go clean up that hole and round it off. All right, there we go. It's not pretty. What can I say? All right, guys, we got our exhaust all mocked up. and where we want it, we are going to have to remove this and readjust it, because we're having a problem getting too close to the shock on this side right here. So we're going to weld this up because we know it's good. This is good. This is the only thing that's bad. So we're going to take our tack welds off of there. We'll mock it up on the machine, take it off once again, and weld it. Let's figure out how we're going to gap weld. So you guys seen how thick those gaps were? The 3D printer did a fine job at printing those gaps. Fine job. Grinder and paint, make me a welder I ain't. One thing to remember, guys, my channel is an entertainment channel. It's a fun channel. I'm not a professional welder. I'm not a professional fabricator. I've been doing this all my life, but not every day, all day, so I could get really good at it. And I'm working with the bare minimum tools. And let's face it, as long as there ain't no leaks, we could wrap this thing and it would look just as good as an $800 exhaust that's wrapped, because you won't be able to see the fanciness. Same as this, you won't be able to see the ugliness through the wrap. And we will probably wrap this simply because of where it's got to go. So we will probably wrap this and see where that goes. But guys, keep in mind, this is not like a how-to video at all. None of my videos like this are to teach you how to fabricate or weld, because you would fail. But nonetheless, if it's functional and it gets the job done, who cares? We're here to have fun. This is my hobby and it is now my living. And I'm sure the more and more I do this, the better tools that I could buy, the better I'm gonna get it like this. I could get better than that and not have to do gaps, and oh well. Without further ado, I'm gonna finish welding this and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so you can see we got it fully mocked up and it needs to come back out, and that piece right there just needs to get fully welded and then we're done. We can hear it. You can't tell me that this didn't turn out nice. I say it did. Very nice. Just don't take the wrap off and you won't see all my gaps that I welded. I'm a pretty good gap welder, so if you know anybody that's hiring, let me know. Let's go ahead and get this set into place. One thing I am gonna have to do is reroute the diff breather, which is not a big deal at all. And so now I can get the springs on. Now we gotta get our exhaust on here. Now we gotta get our exhaust on here. All right guys, so looking at video, my wireless mic wasn't doing so hot in this clip you're about to see, but I'm going to show you that clip, and then I'm going to show you a better clip where you can actually hear this. We're going to do that right now, but you'll see it after. The moment you've all been waiting for. I don't mean to brag or nothing, but I've already heard it and she sounds way good, and there's plenty of flow out of both sides. It's crazy. I thought one side would like flow more than the other. That is not true at all. I mean, I don't have a flow meter or anything, but by hand, yeah. Well guys, what do you think of that? I think it sounds very good, and it looks decent too. Now, we're not going to talk about my gap welding with the 3D printer, but hey, we got the wrap on there. It looks decent to the eye. Doesn't look all hillbilly, even though we're not going to talk about my gap welding again. But hey, you know what? We all learn as we go, so there's that. There's a learning experience. Even though I've done a bunch of exhausts, I've never done like an angle like that. So, but you guys let me know what you think down below. And would you run one? Would you do one to yours? I think it sounds very good. Very good. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you'll like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and help us grow and let us continue to do the content that we do. As far as I know, this is the first dual exhaust on a CForce 600. Even the regular 1-up, let alone the Touring 2-up. I think it come out pretty good. I think this bumper come out pretty good as well. I like the green on here. I actually like the green more than I thought I would on here. I was gonna paint it white, but I'm like, nah, that'd be too much white. So we went with the green. This build's turning out pretty good. I'm gonna get it washed up and cleaned up a little bit better than what it is. I think it's gonna rain on me today, so we'll have to just see and kind of go from there.